Please bear with me for a moment. I decided to offer push-ups as a donation incentive yesterday during the stream, and now my body is just a little bit on fire. In the mid to late 2000s, a strange phenomenon swept over Hollywood. Editors, producers, and especially ad executives overnight seemed to become the most represented jobs in movies and TV. A strange case of life imitating art, and it seemed to correspond quite cleanly with when Hollywood just ran out of ideas. I've been making content on YouTube for a little over 3 years now. My channel started as a miniature painting channel back during COVID, and now it's sort of a hub for video games and political rants and still some miniature painting and whatever else I feel like doing. Honestly, I'm kind of happy with the change though. My career on YouTube could be described in some ways as meteoric and in other ways as completely mediocre. But today I'm going to give you my thoughts on where YouTube is, how we got here, and why I actually think that if you want to make it on YouTube, now is the time to finally start that channel. So thank you so much for joining me in this video. My name is Richard, and I am so glad that you could be here. Oh, that arm. Oh boy, that arm. Oh yeah. I want to answer some questions you probably have and have been struggling to get the answers to if you're a small creator. If you ended up on this video because you were searching SEO optimization or how to hack the algorithm and you watched an over-edited vidIQ video and didn't get what you needed, I hope I can fill in the gap and let you in on the things that they did not tell you. So first off, when it comes to the YouTube Studio app, what statistics actually matter? The answer? Views. That's it. Click-through rate does not matter. Audience retention does not matter, insofar as they get you more views, but it's just views. Don't worry about anything else. Tragically, if you go to YouTube and ask this directly, they'll give you the runaround and say how there are many metrics for measuring the success of a particular YouTube video, and that's just... I'm not going to say it's a lie. Because I understand why they don't just want to say that to small creators, because they don't want small creators being, you know, whorish and doing stupid things like flying to Japan and filming a dead body in order to try to get views when they know that it's only about views and eyeballs getting on your video at all costs. Hilariously, in an episode of YouTube Insider, a show that is promoted inside the Studio app to creators, they actually highlight their own inability to admit that this is the case, that it's only views that matter.
I'm Renee, I am the YouTube Creator Liaison.
And I'm Todd, I lead the product team for growth and discovery at YouTube. Creators seek out benchmarks because they want to know, like, is this good? I totally understand that. Unfortunately, the ultimate CTR you get or the ultimate watch time you get, it's not really comparable like across channels, and it's even, you know, sometimes challenging to interpret when you're comparing across videos within the same channel. Creators talk to us about views, they talk to us about building up subscribers, or if you are struggling a bit with the depths of, you know, all the different types of data, maybe just take a step back and say, okay, well, you know, just as one example, would you as a creator rather have a video that has a 20% CTR and 10,000 views,
Yeah.
or a 5% CTR and 100,000 views?
Yeah, absolutely. The second.
Right. Which video do you think was better?
So views. So it's views. So you should prioritize views. 100,000 views is better than 10,000 views. All other statistics don't matter. It's views. Just say that. And again, I understand why they don't just want to tell creators that, but if you don't want the algorithm to work that way, then don't have it work that way. It's your algorithm. And if it is going to work that way, just be honest about it. That way small creators aren't struggling to figure out how it works. There is one more important statistic of note though, but it's not one that you're going to find in the YouTube Studio app. However, you will find it on sites like vidIQ, Velio, and TubeBuddy, as well as, you know, it being something that larger creators or savvy creators in general can sort of put together on their own by paying attention to the YouTube meta. For those of you who've never tried to build a brand or a channel using these content creation tools, I will let you in on the secret. The statistic that they use in order to figure out what a good video is the number of views divided by the number of subscribers of the channel that posted it. So if a channel has 10,000 subscribers and it has a video that has reached 200,000 views, that video is considered 20x, which is very, very good, obviously. And that fact will be flagged by sites like Velio, like vidIQ, and it will be put onto their front page where their subscribers, I don't want to use subscribers twice in a video because it's kind of confusing, but subscribers to those websites will see it and then take those videos, strip them down into a series of titles, thumbnails, keywords, introductions, and take all those individual bits and pieces and re-engineer them into Frankenstein's monstrosity videos that will do numbers. Let me walk you through an example. So let's say, completely hypothetically, that a small channel trying to build up their brand posts a video with a title along the lines of, oh, I don't know, $1 versus $1,000 blank, or the blank situation is crazy, or the ugly truth about blank, or I spent 100 days in blank. If a video with one of those titles were to get posted and were to do very, very well in the algorithm, it would end up on the front page of Velio and vidIQ and TubeBuddy and would be promoted to other channels, probably with more subscribers than the person who originally uploaded that video. And that title and that series of keywords and that video format would be ripped off by larger channels who would then use it to do even more numbers. And it creates this like weird feedback cycle where a good idea from a small creator ends up being filtered up the chain, losing personality. God, my arm hurts with every single layer that it crosses until you get all the way up to the end, all the way to the tens or hundreds of millions of views at the highest echelons where there's zero personality and these bright, ugly thumbnails or equally likely red downward arrows on a grid background. The whole ecosystem is just terrible for small creators. Good ideas are relentlessly copied, butchered, have all personality stripped out of them. And because of that, small creators just don't have a chance. But fortunately, that does seem to be changing now, and YouTube seems to be aware of the problem, thank God. Though if I had to guess, they probably were before and just didn't care because they were making money. I mean, a video that gets 1 million views is a video that gets 1 million views as far as they're concerned. But I think it's finally time to return to that marketing issue that I mentioned earlier. Back in the mid to late 2010s, better known as the Lamborghini era of YouTube, advertiser money was flowing like water. This created a lot of high-paying jobs, not only for the creators themselves, but also for the ad agencies behind them marketing products. An entire class of white-collar workers were employed by large personalities like the Paul brothers, until one of them flew to Japan and filmed a dead body, causing the YouTube adpocalypse, when a lot of that advertiser money just disappeared overnight. Post-2018, the YouTube advertiser market is shrinking. Arguably, it would have happened even without the Paul brothers doing something stupid, though, because even at the time, there were conversations going on about the fact that, hey, maybe these advertisements that were putting on this video of a dumbass lighting a mattress on fire in some LA McMansion are a little overpriced. As well as just the fact that the more advertisers that are working on a particular platform, the less money there is to go around. But as the market started to contract, you suddenly had a lot of unemployed young marketing gurus trying to figure out how to make money. And they all seem to come to the same logical choice at the same time. Why not start a YouTube channel? I know how the algorithm works. And the influx of these marketing consultants just fundamentally changed the attitude on YouTube. It went from being YouTube, the place where creatives come to showcase their work, and instead became YouTube, an ore vein you can hammer away at for money. I struggle to even call a lot of these guys content creators. They're just view miners. And I think it's part of why the money culture got so bad was that, like, not only just the fact that Mr. Beast was bribing people to actually subscribe to his channel, but on top of that, you had this undercurrent of like YouTube as a job, YouTube as a way to make money, maximizing views for money, doing everything for money, doing everything for views, views for money, 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 money. And it was just gross, man. Like, artistic merit just died. But that could only last for so long, and it seems like audiences now are starting to turn against it. I started my channel, like I said, a little over 3 years ago, and part of the reason I did was that I felt like there was this shift going on, a change on the wind that wasn't quite happening yet, but was on its way. The sentiments toward the big creators, the sentiment toward YouTube itself was just starting to change. And I noticed a lot of other artistic weirdos suddenly popping up on the platform, and older artistic weirdos with dormant channels suddenly reappearing. The recent announcements of the hype button, as well as a lot of YouTube's rhetoric lately, has me believing that they're aware of the fact that they need fresh blood, that the old system here is just... I mean, it certainly creates views, but it doesn't create value. When your platform lacks authenticity, there are only so many advertisements you can actually run, and BetterHelp and shitty mobile game ads can only take you so far. You need actual... It's a little more extreme than I would like, but prestige to an extent, you know? You need merit to the platform to get advertisers with real products worth buying that American consumers want. You need content creators who are somewhat respectable. Not that Beast isn't, but like, you get it. Come on, you get it. I mean, if y'all want to hear me rant about Mr. Beast, it can be its own video at some point. The point is, the lack of personality and depth among the larger creators really opened up this void of authenticity on the platform, and I felt it. I know a lot of other, as I said, artistic weirdos felt it, and we all could see the winds changing. We all wanted to jump in and hopefully be able to ride that wave when things inevitably break. Though YouTube historically has never been good at understanding what does well on their platform or why, but they at least... again, are giving grace to small creators. I feel like in the last, 2 months, I've actually seen a lot of small creators, 600 subscribers or less, suddenly appearing in my feed, and that's been absolutely awesome, for the record. I love that, YouTube. Keep it up. It's good. YouTube needed that rawness back. Even if I never get anything from it, it needed that sense of it being a platform of regular people again. And ultimately, whether you're talking about Hollywood or you're talking about online content creation and platforms like YouTube, there's always an ebb and flow, things come and go between the production half of art, the selling of products, the marketability of things versus the people who would be there whether or not there was money to be made. The ones who just want to make things because they love the act of making things. And so I think you, if you're an artistic weirdo like me, and boy do I hope you are, we're so fun, should go ahead and start that YouTube channel. Give it a shot, I feel like I'm just rambling at this point, so I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up here, but thank you so much for listening. You guys have been amazing. I have a lot of feelings about YouTube, but I also have a lot of hope. And that's it. You guys have been amazing. I have been Richard, and I will see you in the next one.